see. How amazing is Sunfire Cape on Thresh? It's bad. How badly did I suck? I don't think you should play Sinzao support. Alright, let's start the game.
So, looks like one more.
Oh, someone just left. Correct.
Microphone muted.
Let's look at team balance. What we've got the moment here. 2 golds, 2 bronze, and a silver. 2 golds, 2 silvers, and a bronze. Awesome.
Microphone activated.
Yeah, this is pretty good. How's it support Zen? It is bad.
Support Zen's just really not gonna work out in most cases.
People want to learn in BA, and you're not creating a good learning environment by playing Zen. Maybe request to save that for in-house, and maybe don't play it in Battle Arena.
Yeah, Battle Arena, you should be trying out stuff that you're going to use in solo queue. If you want to experiment with something like that, use it for in-houses or normals or team builder.
Mm-hmm. That's what Meme Builder is made for. Alright, you want to do intro?
Alright, welcome everyone back to the Tforce Network Battle Arena for our second game of the night. I'm Leshok here tonight with Horse Doctor, and we're about to get into another match where we get 2 groups of players, bronze through gold, playing against each other while we watch and give feedback. Don't forget to check us out on trendyforcepodcast.com to find out all about our games and other podcasts. And remember, these games are here to learn and to have fun, so no in-game toxicity will be tolerated. If you see anyone being toxic or trolling or not treating this like a serious game, let us know, screenshot us. Anyways, on the champ select.
Muted. Microphone activated.
I don't like first pick Lee Sin. Start doing it while I... Like, in solo queue, this is okay because it's a good flex pick. Kind of. Not really. No, Lee Sin should always go jungle. After the W and, like, E nerf, like, he should just be played jungle, so it's not a flex pick. I hope these aren't the spells Fizz takes top lane. We'll see. Maybe he played Hecarim last game. Bans are pretty normal besides Urgot and York. I don't know. I wouldn't ban those champions. But oh, it's Whale. Whale's trying to burn out. No, Asmodee's on his team. I don't know why he banned York.
He just doesn't like York.
Yeah. So, it looks like Whale's going top. I'll talk about Ignite over TP. So, Ignite's only better if you can kill somebody with Ignite. And even then, TP is better if you can kill somebody with TP. So, like, if you could have both spells and kill somebody, TP's better. Because TP lets you snowball your lead on the map more. Ignite's just better for, like, cheesing and styling on people.
If you're trying to just get really ahead in lane and have that high kill pressure. But
don't play calling to Lee Sin. Alright.
I believe it was you. I heard you say something. Teleport to win game, Ignite to win lane.
Yeah, it depends. Like, sometimes I take Ignite, but, like, I don't take it in ranked. I just take it to style on people. And, like, that's the only reason you would take Ignite. Is like, if you can win lane, TP's better because you can win the map too. If you lose lane, TP's better because Ignite's bad if you lose lane. The one distinct advantage Ignite does have over TP is you have a lot more kill pressure if the jungle comes. So if you're jungling in solo queue and you see your top laner takes Ignite, it's a good lane to gank. Ignite does give you a lot of kill pressure. Aurelia and Lee Sin's a really bad matchup for Lee Sin too. Like, Aurelia kind of plays it okay, she should just win. Raven. I don't know if I would pick Draven into this team unless I was a Draven god.
That's a lot of CC.
Yeah, Gragas Syndra. Draven's good against, like, I don't know, if you're really good at Draven, you can make anything work. But if you're really good at Draven, you'd probably be Diamond 1.
It's also not Draven, it's Draven.
Alright, I don't think Vayne's better.
I like to know the enemy AD carry before I pick Draven if at all possible, but they've saved that for their last pick, so.
Draven only has one losing lane. And that's like if you're playing a Caitlyn that's in Masters. At least that's what's been explained to me by the Draven main that I know pretty well.
His damage potential and the fact that he's got a decent little CC and attack speed steroid that's resettable is very strong.
And Syndra. I like Syndra a lot. I had like 87% with her last season. I'm not going to play her again until they fix her stun. But like, if I knew that her stun was 100% working, or even 95%, I'd probably play her. Even when it works, like, it kind of doesn't. It's just so bugged. I missed the stun because of the bug, and like lost a game because of it, and I'm just like, nope.
How does Syndra stack up against Fizz right now?
Syndra versus Fizz. Fizz should win the lane, but it's a skill matchup. Like, if the Syndra really understands wave control early and kind of freezes it near her tower and hits good Qs and auto attacks, it's a good lane for Syndra. But like, if the Syndra doesn't understand how to harass in last hit and doesn't understand wave control, it's rough. Syndra also needs to understand how to play the matchup reactively. You can't just like randomly use spells on Fizz. You need to use spells in a certain order, and Fizz uses certain spells. That's the biggest mistake I see, is like people who just mash the keyboard against Fizz. Not good. Top lane Aurelia should win. Like, if Lee Sin wants to win this lane, he needs to cheese at like 2, 3, or 6. And Lee Sin can kind of come back once he gets Hydra. If Lee Sin outplays her really hard with lifesteal and a creep wave. But that's the only way he can come back. Draven Leona should just straight up win this lane.
Yeah, it's a very strong lane matchup for them against the 100% wife steal lane.
Sometimes like Thresh beats Leona because he can play the lane really well reactively. But if Thresh uses his reactive spells on Leona, Draven can just 1v2. As long as he dodges like one of Lucian's spells, which he should be able to do. Even if he doesn't, it's Draven. Like, Draven's just a monster in lane. What runes is he running? The person I play Draven with runs a full armor pin page in most matchups. Anal deflation. Alright. Defile it. This is okay. I would like to see the like AD Reds attack speed quints or armor pin. I really like full armor pin on Draven though. You already have enough AD from your axes if you can keep them up to last hit, and if you walk in a lane with 19 armor pin on Draven, like, you just one-shot people.
Gonna hurt real bad.
Yeah. It gives you a lot of flexibility. Like, if you snowball really hard, you can go... You have 2 items. You can go, if you snowball hard on Draven, you can go, like... Or you have a couple. You can go BT, you can go PD, you can go Trinity, and you can go Ghostblade. And, like, if you snowball with Ghostblade and armor pin runes, like, the other AD carry can't build armor. You just one-shot them. Like, you just do true damage to them and one-shot them.
That's one I have not tried that yet. I really enjoy playing Draven for the axes. I feel like really help improve your ability for move and attack and for CSing in lane, because it's kind of a free cheat. You can CS so much easier with the extra damage off of those axes.
Draven and Varus are the 2 ADs people run armor pin on, because Varus is W and Draven has axes. Some people have like smaller steroids like Corky's passive and so on and so forth, but those 2 characters synergize so well with armor pin as well. It's interesting. The Vi Gragas, like, Gragas is a better pre-6. And at 6, it just comes down to how good Gragas is. Like, Gragas is really good in a lot of 2v2s, but it requires expertise in, like, your Gragas play. Because if you hit
Nope.
like a wonky ult, his 2v2 goes from good to bad, like
Yeah.
0 to 60.
Whereas Vi has one of the best point and click CCs in the game.
Yeah, Vi's easy. I'm not going to tell you to play easy champs or not to play hard champs, but easy champions are easier to play. TM.
Microphone muted.
Yeah, if you're not super mechanically gifted, playing an easier champion can make it easier for you to focus on the rest of the map and everything else going on in the game. So that alone can sometimes help you if you're trying to get ranked up.
Microphone activated.
Hey, Wales got the mastery. Be nice though. There are a lot of lanes here on blue team. Like, blue team has 3 lanes that can snowball, which is kind of scary. But like, I don't know, if those lanes don't snowball, they're really screwed. It'll be interesting. Wales top, Aurelia's top, and let me fix overlay. Alright.
Alright, let's see if you remember not to skill up right away.
Yeah, you can be my eyes for this game. I gotta check runes. This is a pretty standard page. I might like health per level yellows more, but armor's not bad because Fizz eats so many auto attacks. Leona has a lot of health. This is good. I don't run MR blues on everybody, but against Leona lane, MR blues are pretty good. On 80k. Docker's got a pretty normal page. I would like to see Doran's ring against Fizz. I'm not really sure what the whatchamacallit flask. Oh, this is guy that played the good Callisto. Let's see if his Draven's up to par. I have pretty high standards for Draven play. This is the best Draven skin though. Is it Gladiator? Yeah. The Soul Reaver one's pretty cool. I know a lot of good Dravens like Soul Reaver better because the animations are really nice. But I think as far as like aesthetics go, I like Gladiator.
I'm all about Primetime Draven.
Primetime's okay.
But I also enjoy the humorous skins.
Dude,
So.
I just like to imagine I'm oh god, who played Gladiator in Gladiator? The movie. Russell Crowe. I like to imagine I'm Russell Crowe.
Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained?
It's a good deep ward by Aurelia there. I'm a big fan of getting vision into the enemy jungle somewhere early on. Any information is good information.
It's not bad. Wales using his champion mastery. Alright, so both junglers are going pretty standard start. This is like my blue side. I hope he goes for it. The camp, wolves, scuttle blue. Scuttle lets you keep machete up, which is, what is it? Alright, so 7 health per second, and you get the health from killing Scuttle, and your health per 10. It's like just killing Scuttle is like a health pot and a half. It's
Well,
kind
you
of
don't
crazy.
You don't actually gain health and mana regen while fighting Scuttle anymore.
You don't?
No, they took that out in the last one of the last 2 patches. It only works against monsters that fight back.
Well, you still get like health per 5 and the health experience
Yes.
and gold from killing Scuttle, so it's still pretty good.
Oh yeah, it's great because it doesn't fight back and it's a lot of gold.
Yeah. It's free ward too.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so this is pretty big. Alright, she did it. As Leona, like, I don't know. I've done a lot of support lessons, and like every time I play with the Leona, she's not like attacking as soon as she hits skills too. When you're playing Leona, as soon as you hit level 2, like you need to control click, level up, and go for an engage. It shouldn't be that hesitant. This is good. I'd like to see Flash Body Slam. Yeah.
Oh,
That's pretty good.
that was a close one in top lane there.
Wow, Stalker. Alright.
Whale got a little too close in there, took a tower shot, and
This
Aurelia
is so
almost
bad for Whale. Aurelia can
closed it
freeze
out.
on her tower now. And she has TP. Maybe Whale will have to play some real champions.
It's always good to expand your champion pool.
Not when it means Lee Sin top. I don't know. I think you should play what you like, but like Lee Sin top has its limitations. Sintra's doing pretty well. This is kind of what I meant by lane control. She's not easily pushing. She's really making for this fight for every CS, and she'll get a pretty big CS lead here.
So in bot lane, they're permitted on Draven is focusing too much on constantly bouncing the axe instead of just saving it for last hits, and that's making his not only is that pushing the potentially can push the lane harder than they want, but it's messing up his CS and making him really predictable for Fresh.
I think it's not bad. I've played with enough good Dravens to know that like you can also bait. It works both ways. So you can bait Thresh with an axe and then just drop it. But wow. Alright, so as Aurelia, if you get a really big lead there, you just need to play safe. Keep it frozen near your tower too. It looks like she got ganked because she didn't. But I don't know, most issues I see with Draven are just that people have to think so much about juggling axes that they can't play the rest of the game. You can do a lot with axes, but it just comes down to like how much you tax yourself with that micro. It's pretty rough. As Leona, you don't want to go for that lance, and she's really lucky she missed it. Illusion auto Q autos, like Leona just died there. Or if he E's forward and auto Qs autos.
They're both really low. Let's see what else is going on across the map.
Yeah, Lucian should really be going for some Qs on a Draven. He's so scared to Q off a creep. Because he thinks he's going to miss it. And just got a good CS lead. Kappa. I tell her she's got a good CS lead and she misses cannon. Check out what skill Aurelia's leveling up first. Probably E and W. Yeah, it looks like she's 2 points in each. I think E is good in this matchup because Lee Sin's going to go Hydra and you're going to be lower health than him a lot, but you can turn a lot of fights. So you're pretty, like, you'll just reliably have stun on Aurelia. Hey, Fizz is Roman.
That is getting close and scary.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Wow, that's an interesting fight.
I was just about to say this would be a good time for someone to teleport from top lane. Dom and Joe missed by pixels.
I don't like Trailblazer and Vi either.
I typically prefer challenging or chilling smite. I don't think she really needs rangers.
No, she doesn't. It's kind of overkill.
Her ability to clear and the shield that she gets from her abilities.
Yeah, Draven's in a pretty rough spot here because he died. As Draven, you just want to do well and either get first BF or first IE. If you can't get either of those, like, you're probably... I don't know, you can come back, but it's not going to be fun. The nice thing about Draven though is if you can not die, even if you're behind, you don't just come back. You come back hard. So I'd like to see him just like hit his CS, get some stacks, and that's good. I like that he DI'd or like clicked backwards as soon as he autoed there. It made Thresh miss fly. That's a really good habit to get into. I don't know. A lot of AD carries I see don't do it.
Meanwhile, on top lane, Aurelia's keeping that
Or
a
at least
little
she
bit
just
of
kill
level
him.
advantage.
She should E him when he does that.
On them on his way back.
Like, hold down the scroll button. The smooth scroll. I can't. I have it bound to something else. I'll figure it out for next time. But I use my right click and scroll for a lot of different things. I've rebound most of like my base interface files. So it's gonna be a puzzle to figure out.
Oh, Draven cashes in.
That's good.
This is where you want one of those smites.
Mm-hmm. So this is like, when you play with the Draven, you need to camp the lane. And you play against the Draven, you need to camp the lane. And it's kind of like, I don't know, whatever jungle plays the 3v3 better is going to win the game. Because if you kill Draven in a 3v3, like, you shut him down so hard. And if he gets a kill in 3v3, like, 3 people just wasted time and Draven got a kill.
What you're suggesting is
Vi for playing the 3v3 better.
So what you're suggesting is, regardless of whatever team he's on, Draven is a jungle magnet.
Yeah, Draven's a jungle magnet. Good Aurelia got a kill though. Like, she's gonna come back with. Oh, she doesn't have enough for Sheen. But yeah, Ninja Tabby. She's probably just gonna stomp on these and.
Oh, that's a bad moment for Fizz to be going in there all alone. Miss the fish.
This is really bad by Lucian. He's Thresh carried that and played it really well. But like, if Fizz walks up to you with that mana, you just need to kill him. Just orb walk because you're melee. I mean, you're ranged and he's melee, and kill him. He doesn't have enough mana to kill you. And this is really
that's
rough.
that's gonna let Syndra take this tower from the looks of it.
When you play mid lane, when you're looking for roam, cannon wave's usually not when you want to roam. 1, you don't want to give up cannon, and 2, they have so much pressure to take tower if they have a cannon wave, and they can snowball it. And would you want to snowball a cannon wave by like taking a cannon wave or the wave before it and killing casters, and then trying to get a wave of like 8 or 9 creeps on the second wave if possible.
Let build up around their melee creeps.
Yeah, next time like somebody watches LCS and they do a lane swap, watch, they don't just push the first wave in as fast as they can. They usually wait for cannon wave and try and snowball a big wave for cannon. And that's like the most effective way to take a tower if you have like the luxury of having 2 or 3 waves. Sometimes in mid lane it is correct to push in though, because it gives the jungle or mid less time to come back and get the CS. Wow.
Hard to fight in Aurelia.
So once again, think about the gank reactively. Know that you're... Alright, I'll wait for this. Kappa. Once again, Draven's a jungle magnet, Vi should be there. If she had ult, she could have turned that so hard. She still may. It's not the worst. Draven is BF. Just think about the gank like reactively though. You're bringing Gragas in with the lantern, so he's gonna body slam or ultimate. You need to be saving your flay and hook because Gragas is guaranteed to hit his CC. If you ever played like WoW or any other game, like think to your arena days when you try and chain crowd control spells. It's kind of like that, but not a lot of league players do it.
Syndra's
like,
really...
You don't sap out of polymorph. Or I guess you can if they drop combat, but it's just, I don't know. There's a certain way in which things usually happen.
You want to chain your CCs so that there's not overlap and wasted time.
You also want to like hit the most guaranteed spell first. Like a spell is way more likely to hit. You should be trying to hit it. And Draven just did a full colon. Wow. Camp the Draven lane. Vi should have been there again. Gargus probably should have been there. Neither of them were doing stuff elsewhere. Wow. Aurelius is so much stronger than Lee Sin.
Perhaps someone just watched the Champion Select podcast.
Mm-hmm. So this Fizz, when you're not having a good lane phase, get like 1 to 2, usually 2 Dorns to help. When I see Fizz doing really poorly and they don't have Dorns, I really don't know how to help them because they just don't have combat stats. Wow. Same thing with Leona. Hit the guaranteed CC first. Don't waste lance. Like it probably does. It didn't matter there, but I'll use TF Morgana as an example. Let's say TF and Morgana are both on a champion. What would be the correct order to do it? It'd be gold card into binding. Because if you shoot binding first, you can miss, and you may miss a lot of CC there. Whereas if you shoot gold card first, you're not going to miss. Just kind of always be thinking about that.
Use point and click CC before skill shot CC.
Yeah, generally, that's usually how it goes. That's one of the biggest things I noticed between supports and like ranked and normals is like, I don't know, generally by the time somebody hits diamond, they know how to layer crowd control on like Thresh or something. Whereas in a normal, like, I just don't feel like they're CCing for me for as long because they're not. If you want to watch that in your replays, see these white boxes, like the one below Draven because he's about to die. Or maybe not, wow. Whenever you see a little white box comes up and spectate, and it's not in your game, or it is in the game, and just try and like make the white box last as long as it can before you make the next white box come up. And if either jungle had been there, they would have cleaned up. It's a Draven lane and there are no wards.
With the amount of a CS lead that Syndra has over Fizz, what do you think he should be doing to try and make up for? I mean, he's been doing a bit of roaming, but he's got just as many deaths as kills.
Like, she's up 40, but he has 2 kills. And an assist on her. They probably have, like, almost the same gold. Alright, Syndra has, like, 600 more. But Syndra also has tower and bot and mid, so that's probably where most of the 600 is coming from. Wow, guys.
That was a good barrel.
Good TP.
Aurelia is huge. 5-1. Trinity Force finished.
Hey. Yeah. It's one of the biggest issues with Lee. Like, he doesn't have a lot of great matchups, and he can snowball really hard, especially if he gets jungle attention, but, like, when you fall behind on him, you have, like, damage Lee on top.
Not a good 2v2 for blue team at the moment. Might be an alright 3v2, but not as strong as Aurelia is.
And when you lose mid tower, you really want to make sure you have a, like, I don't know, for blue team, if they lose mid tower, they need to make sure blue is warded. And red team, if they lose bot or mid, especially bot, they want to make sure blue is warded. And when certain outer towers fall, especially ones adjacent to blue buff, like, blue buff needs to be warded. Blue team fought on, like, no vision. They were just kind of, I don't know, it's that one scary game for PC, Amnesia. They were playing Amnesia in the jungle. It didn't turn out well for them. See, if Whale wants to come back, this is his best spot. Yeah, kicking here in the tower. I think Aurelia can still kill him. Yeah, balanced champion. Balanced.
Wow.
Wow.
That was unexpected how quickly
That's
that
why
happened.
they nerfed Aurelia E. It's still strong, but like, I saw a ton of Aurelias in solo queue and they weren't that good. they would just like eat somebody in Sheen proc and like one shot them. It was kind of ridiculous for a while. Balance champion, Smork.
Let's look at vision right now. Red team essentially has not a whole lot, actually. I was expecting more of as far forward as they're pushed. But blue team doesn't have that great of vision either.
I'd like to see more aggressive wards. I like this pink. Blue team, what do they have? Blue team has nothing.
Yeah, it's very poor vision across the map for both teams right now, I feel.
Yeah, the biggest thing I'm noticing is junglers and mids generally aren't buying wards. Gragas just bought 2, but I don't think he's bought a lot previous. I will say, like, red team just bought like 3 or 4 pinks when they came back as a team, which is good. Wow.
That was a lot of CC to blow on Aurelia, who is extremely strong and has built-in tenacity. Like, you probably want to try and focus on a different target if you can.
It's such a good buy by Aurelia. Noticing that Fizz is kind of behind and the rest of the damage is physical. If she'd went and Blade instead of Heart there,
It died.
yeah, it may have been much worse. But she'd Frozen Heart and she's just a monster. Frozen Heart's really good in Aurelia too. She does well at the CDR. There's a guy he posts on Summer School a lot. Aurelia carries you. He's really, really good at Aurelia. And he goes Glacial early in a lot of hard lanes. And it's just because like mana, armor, and CDR are all so good in Aurelia. And Frozen Heart's just the better Glacial. It's nice to see her have that. Wow, surrender. Alright. And Lee Sin has 4 tiers.
A lot of crying.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well there was game 2.
Alright, so since it's a surrender, I'm not going to go over it as much. But I'll still go over it. So bot lane, Leona needs... Generally the whole team needs to ward better. Mid, top, and jungle should be buying way more wards. Leona should have Sweeper, Sightstone, and Leona should be getting pinks as well as Asmodai. Both jungles need to shadow bot a lot harder when you're playing against Draven. And, I don't know, like... Asmo got a couple of kills and I didn't see him anywhere for a while. It's really, really hard. And it's basically what I said in loading screen. Like, picking 3 assassins or 3, like, super crazy damage dealers, he can really go off. But if you don't go off, this happens. So, like, in solo queue, if you see this happening, maybe pick, like, a more well-rounded pick. Having 3 people that need to snowball is just really scary. What else? You see anything interesting?
Not like a particular thing. I would have liked to see, basically, with as much as the lanes were going, I feel like that Vi should have dedicated herself more to bot lane to try and get the Draven Leona lane ahead. But beyond that, the lane snowballed out of control.
Mm-hmm. Leona really needs to play 2 harder. And Fizz uses jump to CS a lot. And that's really bad in Syndra matchup because as soon as you use that, you use all pressure. And like, it's always in the back of Syndra's mind, like, I don't want to Q because like I'm going to miss it and he's going to jump on me and use it to dodge. As soon as you use jump to last hit, like, you just put yourself in such a poor situation as Fizz. Fizz also pushed the wave early and Stalker froze in front of his tower. And he got like a 15 CS lead early because of that. It's really like, if somebody's gonna bully you and they can freeze on you, like Syndra against Fizz, you don't want to push early because they'll probably do it. You make sure you're last hitting as much or like a little less than them as far as like damage and how low you let the creeps get. So like still try and last hit, but don't needlessly push the wave. Is Stalker really abused that?
Well, if there's no other points, then we'll go ahead and clip the stream,
Yeah, I
and
think that's most of it.
I'll get the next lobby up.
Alright. I would say in general when we're going over the game, it might be good to get lobby up just to like save 3 minutes every time. Because it kind of
Sounds good.
takes like 3 to 5 minutes to fill out.